My name is Alfonse Chene. I'm the Financial Director at Involvement. I've been working at Involvement for coming to 17 years now. I was born in Uganda in the early 80s. Early 80s were really turbulent times in Uganda. It was almost a time of survival where your parents took you where they felt you'd be best safe. Education was the only commodity your parents could give you, but in Uganda, it doesn't come free. I had quite a number of siblings. We are a reasonably big family. I was pretty sure that they will not be able to sustain and fund that education for all of us at that level. Deep down in my head, I was pretty clear of what I was gonna do. I sat down with my parents and I notified them that I intend to continue with my education, but I also intend to move out. So they asked me, where are you moving to? Traditionally, you move maybe down the road, maybe you build a house next to your dad's and so on. I notified them that I was moving to the UK, which was a really huge surprise to both my mother and father. I was around 18, coming to 19 when I made that decision. I didn't know anybody in the UK. They didn't know anyone themselves that is in the UK. I was confident all the days before, but when the day came, that is the time I felt, is this the right thing I'm doing? That's when my head started working. You need to plan properly what is going to happen. And what came through my mind was, it is time to look for your guardian angel. I identified this gentleman, and I was quite honest with him. Going to school is my first time to do art, to travel. I'll need help. He just gave me a hug and told me, let's go, my son. For me, I see him as my UK father. My children actually call him granddad. We've stayed in touch, we speak every other day, and yeah, it is family now. I did quite a number of jobs, kitchen porter, care work, but I realized it was time to start pursuing the professional career and start getting the experience into professional accountancy. So I made a decision and applied to an accountancy firm where I did a period of 8 to 10 months free of charge, purely to gain the experience that I can put on my CV. At one time, I got a phone call from an agency that we've got a company here called Involvement. They need someone to do filing and things like that. And I thought, that gives me exposure, so I'm happy, I'm going.
When I think of Alfonse, I think of someone who's just been on the most incredible journey, someone who's inspirational really, and someone I really admire. When you look at Alfonse's story, it really marries so much with what we believe in as an organisation, and some of the things that are so important to me. I want people to be thinking about being owners of the business, because you never know, one day they might find themselves in that position. And I think Alfonse demonstrates that sort of mindset really well. He's making decisions day to day as if he was or had a share of ownership of the business.
When I reflect on a young man trading the streets of Kampala at 17, there is no way I would have dreamed that one day I'll be here sitting in front of you and I'm a financial director. My grandmother used to tell me quite a lot of life stories based around preparing me to become not just a man, a role model and things like that. She was telling me that success goes to those who have the right set of values and a positive attitude towards life. I think for me it proves that if you set your eye on something and you have your goals clear and determined to achieve them, anything can happen.